Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.
All right, everyone, welcome back to the Coach's Desk. Welcome to the show, another episode of the Weekend TripleTreat. This is night 2 of the treat, and we have an interesting, intriguing topic to discuss in this one. Yes, my people, we will be talking about the financial report that we saw released today. Yes, and also the Gensec report. It's gonna be very, 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 very interesting, people. And certainly, we hope that, persons will join the conversation. CC, say, come on early, so I drop the link from now, pin it from now, because I want to ensure that we have a good talk. And CC is a good one to come talk on this too, in terms of his background where finance or numbers are concerned. Yes, so welcome everyone. Please remember to like the video, share the video, and tell a friend to tell a friend that we're on. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new, so that you can become a part of the Coach's Desk family. All right, so welcome to everyone. I see Fresh God the Capo in the comment section. Big up yourself. Thanks very much for tuning in. And Ecoreeks, welcome Ecoreeks. Big up yourself. We will definitely, but want to look on some football result. Yeah, man. We did our prediction last night. Yeah, we did our prediction last evening where the Premier League is concerned. Now we have some fascinating results. Yes. So I'll be putting that on screen for you to see what took place. So Arsenal keeps marching on. Yeah, man, it look like Arsenal now stop. They ain't stopping, man. So all of the persons who actually didn't think that Arsenal was a contender, well, they are indeed a title contender now. They said they didn't play anyone. I mean, the Spurs, I don't know what to say about Spurs, but Spurs got what they got. You know what I mean? Spurs got what they got. So Arsenal basically rolled over them 3-0. Very good display from Arsenal. And as usual, the Spurs team hot and cold. Their first loss of the season, leaving Arsenal and I think City as the only unbeaten teams in the league at the moment. And then Bournemouth, I think I wanted a 1-1 draw between Arsenal and Tottenham. even though I know that Arsenal was gonna beat them, but it went 3-1. So that one. Fourth official, big up yourself. Oh yes. You're right, actually. Too long we not playing a game, I forgot about that. So I think City did lose a game too, right? But there should be an unbeaten team, man. He can't fourth official. That was a slip. You know, like this the Steven Gerrard slip where make the man them win the league. Chelsea win the league that year there. Yeah man, I that slip that happened just now. That's what took place just now. Yes, a City unbeaten. Wonder if it can end tomorrow. I think it'll go end still now. All right, I said Chelsea were gonna lose 2-1, but they ended up winning 2-1. Officiating, I heard, was the issue. Never watched that. Well, I never watched a game then, but did I watch the Liverpool Brighton game? I said that Fulham and Newcastle might draw. Well, Newcastle ran over Fulham, or Jamaican Bobby Reed getting on the score sheet there. Yeah, man, Bobby Reed scoring a consolation goal in the 88th minute. So big up to Bobby Reed. Brighton versus Liverpool. I said that Liverpool were gonna win, or did I say it was a draw? No, remember, I know. But I think I said Liverpool is gonna win 2-0. Yes, 2-0. But Brighton, after losing their coach to Chelsea, they were playing as if them never skip a beat. They were leading Liverpool like 2-0 before halftime. Bobby Firmino got back one. And then in the second half, Liverpool came back, but the Brighton team would not leave Anfield without a point. And they got a late goal to put some order in it. You understand? A Manchester United former player, Danny Welbeck, angle them, But that's what the thing said. Once you're affiliated with United, them in a problem, All right. So Everton, I said they were gonna lose to Southampton 1-0, but Southampton defeated them 2-1. I said Wolves they were gonna beat West Ham. West Ham said, "What are you talking about?" And Bowen and Gianluca, they blanked this Wolves team 2-0. And the Wolves team kind of, what you'd say, up and down, but it is what it is. United to play City in the derby tomorrow. Gonna be a big derby. Yeah, first got me here says a bad coach, The Brighton new coach, I heard. You understand? Chili, we are gonna turn in a cold chili tomorrow. Let us see. Remember, so we always beat Arsenal now. Remember the 8-2 on them something there, So I know it come like nothing. Keep them then at the bank. After the hog dirty up the pool, all now them don't recover. Pool need clean out. Well, I go to them pool still, so I don't know what going down there, so. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend of football again. Good weekend of football. And yeah, it was a good look. It was a good look. So I went to watch some schoolboy football. You know, you can't have a weekend and schoolboy football. I'll go on and watch it. Big up JFF. Check. Rockfort. Oh, it's a frozen chili, I got turned. Ah, boy. So the big derby in the era, Dintil versus Charlemont. Big derby. Dintil roll out. Went into Charlemont's backyard, defeating them 4-1. So Dintil basically took the lead in that group, and I think they have an unbeaten record in the group. McGrath defeated Yorton 2-0 to surpass Charlemont in this one. Let's see what will transpire, because those teams have to meet again. They will have to meet again. A matter of fact, McGrath will have to meet Charlemont at home, and they'll have to play Dintil at Dintil's home. So it's going to be something fascinating finishing to this group stage of things. So a whole lot of matches were played. In other Costa Cup games, Sydney Pagan, they defeated Monroe 2-1. In Manning Cup action, Jonathan defeated Dunoon 3-1. St. James Irwin, the Costa Cup 0-0. Lacovia Magati game called off. Edwin Allen, after early lead over Clarendon College, they were defeated 2-1. This Waterford team is not playing too bad enough. Big up to Kevin Reid. Some good games are on today. I've not gotten all the results, so I'll just give you the one that I have. Let me see if I could get some more updates. Big up yourself, Gregory. Actually, I thought, what you think of heist? Wait, actually. Although my prediction was City 2, United 0. Take the limelight off of where they would just creep up. You understand? Then we just creep up. Any results and stats? No, as I said, me not get all of the results them. Only the ones that I've read, those are the results that I got. No result. No result there. Oh, I have the result not out yet. All right. So just the result of me get me push out. And here Chile saying not all the results are out. All right, so we can move away from that. All right, so we have another topic that we want to discuss, people. I mean, I think the live you're gonna be long in a weekend, and people right now. Beat, honestly. So we're just gonna touch the topic here, hopefully, and move on. So the link is there already, CC. The link is there. You see, you were gonna continue the talks on the surplus thing, because it should be very interesting. All right, let me share up this the screen for this one. So people, we came across this document. "2020 General Secretary's Report." Remarks. We probably can bypass the remarks. All right. All right. So the technical report, competitions report, referees and assessors report, facilities report, and agenda. Notice of annual general meeting, minutes of annual general meeting, financial report, article sponsors. So this is the report from the general secretary. Case, as we were saying last evening, the term surplus. Well, CC should be able to explain it. He said he was gonna come on early to explain it. We haven't seen him as yet. So Mr. Gensec is saying, remember, they don't get a new Gensec, you know, so obviously, Mr. What's his name again? Mr. Wynn might still be occupying the office from home. I'm just theorizing. All right. This is a report from 2020. I think it's a long overdue report. So despite the global COVID-19 pandemic that has affected all sporting disciplines, football has managed to naturally hold its position as the leading sport globally, and this I can say needs no debate. It's a fact. For the Jamaica Football Federation, the year 2020 was indeed tremendously challenging. And blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to be reading all of that. So the technical report now for 2020, Jamaica versus Bermuda, March 11, 2020, venue Mobile. We won 2-0. Hold on the early call. And, welcome to the coach's desk. You're live.
Coach.
What's up?
Coach, how are you doing? I'm confused. I'm not that smart, but I'm very confused. So from what I'm hearing, that we are profitable to the tune of 20 million Jamaican dollars. Is that correct?
That's what we were told.
Now, why are we getting limited financials versus the full set of financial statements? That's the first question.
That's a good question, because
including disclosure.
Exactly, and that's why I bring this to the desk this evening, because there's a Gensec report and there's a limited financial report, which I can't understand. So you are confused, I'm confused.
Okay.
So that's why I bring it to the public. So that's why I bring it to the public. So if anyone that is probably more intellectual than us can, tell us what is really happening.
Yeah.
I was trying to get Mr. Chung on, but to no avail.
Oh, he's not available?
No, I didn't get a contact for him.
Oh, okay. I thought he was just conveniently missing.
No.
Okay. So, but I am actually confused, Coach, given all the monetary challenges I've heard we have undergone. The fact that we couldn't bring players for certain games because we didn't have enough funding. We could only bring in a limited number of players overseas. We couldn't pay for luggage. We couldn't charter flights. So I don't understand. I'm really confused.
Explain the surplus there for us, Cranky, because how can you still be in debt and the surplus is there?
No, you can't. But I don't know what I call it. There's a difference between surplus and profit, right? So think about it this way. Suppose you have $10, right? And you owe $5. Then on a net basis, you have $5, which is after you pay all your liabilities, it's yours, right? In a normal financial statement, that's what they call owner's equity, meaning you have your assets, which are, say, your cash, for example. You have your liabilities, and if your assets exceed your liabilities, that's the net surplus per se. Now, there's something different called profit. So in any given year, you have income you generate, and then you have expenses you incur. If you have profit, which is the excess of expenses over income, that profit then goes into your called surplus.
Yes.
If you have a loss, it reduces your surplus. So I'm assuming the surplus you're talking about, and I'm hoping to use the terminology I'm thinking about it, is one would call it, they would call it, say, net asset, meaning what I own is more than what I owe. What I own is more than what I owe. I'm assuming that's how they're talking about. So therefore, they could have a loss this year, a big loss, and still have a net surplus because
of what
the surplus that they have, but the loss reduces the surplus, but they still have a surplus.
Oh.
I'm assuming, but I need to see the financials to understand what they're talking about, because some people use terms interchangeably, or the terms may not be used similarly across different regions. They may have different terminology for certain things. I'm curious to the full financials. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I'm gonna send it to you, Cranky, but as I said, it's a limited one. So you can probably
so they may just have assets, liabilities, income, expenses. They don't have disclosures and all that.
Right.
For court. So here's the thing, Coach. When you financials are one thing, right? Because they mainly summarize accounts. What's more interesting is what underline those accounts. For example, say expenses were $100,000. The question is, what constitutes $100,000? Is it that I pay expenses for airfare? Is it that I pay referee fees? Or is it that I spend a lot of money flying around? But you can't, if you only see the $100,000, you can't decipher what constitutes $100,000. That's more important. Now, the financial doesn't really show you all of that unless you have some disclosure that talks about that. And when they say the auditors audit the financial statements and they audited and they beat their chest about that, the question is, if you say you're allowed to fly first class, for example, that's an allowable expense. So the auditors are not going to challenge that. But you and I may frown upon that, while the auditors will say it's in their constitution, it's in their policy and procedures, it's allowable, so therefore they can't challenge that. It's deemed to be an allowable expense, it's an okay expense. You and I may think that's excessive. You may think that the administration is utilizing the resources to do things which you would frown upon, but under their policy, it may be allowed.
Okay.
So I'll be curious. I mean, you can see the financial doesn't tell you everything, but give you some information. But I mean, if they say they have surplus, I'm not sure what he's talking about, because the question you should ask him is, did we have a loss or a profit this year?
Yeah.
And if we have a loss, how big was that loss? Don't tell me about surplus.
But
because we could have.
What CC was saying. Hold on, Cranky. CC was saying, because it's a not-for-profit organization, they will latch on to the term surplus rather than profit or loss.
Right. Yeah, I mean, surplus sounds good. And it sounds like if you say somebody has surplus, they have more than what is they need, or more than what they would have more assets than liabilities. But think about it this way, Coach. If I have a piece of land, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta figure out they're using the surplus, because some people use it differently.
Yes.
If I have a land valued at $100,000, I have cash of $10,000. So I have $110,000. My liability is $70,000. My surplus is $40,000.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to understand. Then you can't spend the land, though. You can't use the land; it's just there. You can sell it. So the question is, how are they using the term surplus, and what comprises that surplus?
Oh.
Because they put that out there to make it seem to the general public that, you know what, we're doing okay. Don't worry about it. You may not be doing okay, because if you have a bunch of buildings and a bunch of land as part of your surplus, I'm not impressed by that.
Oh.
So you have to use them to do. But yeah, it doesn't do anything for you, because you can't really spend it.
Mm-hmm.
If you tell me how liquid you are, how much cash you have in the bank, then I may be more. If you say you have $2 million cash in the bank, even if you have a lot of liabilities, your liabilities may be strung out, paid over a long period of time.
Mm-hmm.
I may be more impressed with that. So I'll be curious to see what the financials look like.
I send it to you, so you can look at it when you finish. And if you want to call back, you call back and
all right, Coach.
Give us an insight on what you saw.
All right, Coach. Thanks.
Yeah, man, cool. So that is Cranky People giving us his take on it, because again, surplus can be liquid or assets, according to what he was explaining. All right, so but we got some updates on the matches that were played today. Waterford, they blanked Meadowbrook 5-0. St. Jago, they were edged 2-1 by Cedar Grove. JC, they blanked St. Mary's College 10-0. Jonathan Grant defeated, I told you that one, Dunoon 3-1. Spanish Town defeated Tarrant 2-1. Stats Animate Norman Manny played out a 2-all draw. Heidel defeated Papine 3-0. Mona continued their goal scoring spree, defeating Kingston High 5-0. STGC, St. George's College, they blanked Arden 3-0. Calabar faced the wrath of Kingston College 3-0. Bridgeport Edith Dalton 1-all. Charlie Smith and Ailey Selassie, that one was off. Tivoli 2-1 over Vauxhall. Excelsior 2-1 over Kingston Tech. Campion 1-0 over Clancarthy. And just Ose Marty 5-1 over Cumberland. The Thompson Town Kellits game didn't play. I told you CC 2-1 over Edwin. Olaba jobbed Tatius goal in 7-0. Central edged Dembe 1-0. Fogo Road outscored Winston Jones 5-1. Bellier edged Belfield 1-0. The Carchet blanked Mayday 5-0. Mile Gully versus Alphonsus. No game there. Irwin and St. James played out a stalemate. Mannings, they outscored Black River 5-1. Belmont and Godfrey Stewart, stalemate, 0-0 draw. And Seaford, they edged Morant Bay 2-1. Petersfield and Grangeville, stalemate again, 0-0 draw. Magati Lakovia share the points, 1-1. Stets edge BB Coke 1-0. Sydney Pagan, 2-1 over Monroe. Horace Clark versus Anatabade. That game didn't play. Taki, they edged or outscore Wycliffe 3-1. St. Mary 0. St. Mary's Technical 0. Dintil, I told you that one. 4-1 over Charlemont. Enid Bennett 1. Geisel 0. McGrath 2. Yorton 0. Paul Bogle 1. St. Thomas Technical 3. And the Yallas Robert Lightburn game, that one did not come with a score. All right, so that was that. Yeah, man, you have Kingston High, you have Kingston Tech. Yeah, Rockfort. Think about a Rockfort you live in and know that. You know? All right, so this was the technical report, international friendly matches. Jamaica won the international friendly match against Jordan Fletcher Kemar Beckford at the Montego Bay Sports Complex. Saudi Arabia match number 1, November 14, 2020. Venue. Hey, this is a long time report, you know. I think we got 3-0 in the first game, and then we won 2-1. There it is. Saudi Arabia defeated Jamaica Reggae Boyz 3-0 through goals by match 2. But I mean, I guess this is not an extensive match technical report. This is it. Reggae girls were inactive. That when Khadija U17 women's unit, Hubert Bubsy Jr. was engaged in approximately 12 webinars with the staff and the players as part of the preparation for the 2020 CONCACAF FIFA World Cup qualifiers. The FIFA World Cup was cancelled because of the COVID-19. Webinar sessions, prime focus, system of play, playing model, fitness. The players were given fitness programs for them to do work and were sent back to the trainer for evaluation. Psychology, mental toughness, growth mindset versus fixed mindset. Reviewing coach education program. Coach education task force was formed recently and started the process of reviewing our coach education program. Of paramount importance, the group is working assiduously to ensure that our coach education program is of high quality so that it will, in fact, impact positively at the international level, hence enabling us to be a signee of the 2021 CONCACAF Coaching Convention. The group prime focuses on 3 critical areas: curriculum development, professional development, policies and procedures. So the task force members would include Wendell Downswell, Rudolph Speed, Byron Watson, Linnell McLean, Maron Gordon, Akela Campbell, Lawrence Garrix, Nahil Brown Legister, Andre Virtue, Andre Walker, of Resource Personnel, Elite Coach Education Panel, Weldon Downsell, JFF Rudolph Speed, Maran Gordon, Xavier Gilbert, Lawrence Garrix, UTech, Nahil Brown Legister, UTech, Andre Virtue, UTech, Ballers International, Vassar Reynolds, Manchester High, Patrick Graham, NCU, Davian Ferguson, JC, Andre Waugh, Concord of Resource Personnel. All right. So JFF UTech JMB Coaching School, Advanced Level 1 course, South Central, February 1, 2020. All right, so these are the, well, this is the cohort. So this was a Advanced Level 1. Commercialization of the league, infrastructure, finance, audit, and compliance. Women's National Premier League yet to start. Even though the girls are doing well. Competitions report. Calendar year 2020. I don't know. I don't know. So they you have Gregory Daly, chairman of the committee, Ewan Scott, deputy chairman, Raymond Anderson, vice president with responsibility for competitions, Marlene Brown, member Chilani, Daniel Smith, member Portland, Mark Williams, member Kasafa. Mark Williams is an attorney. Lasses Logan, member St. Thomas. Please see winner and reports of the JFF Women's Knockout and National Youth 13. All right. I thought the reports would have been more comprehensive, though. It's just like an update on what is happening. That's what I got from these reports. Referees report. Committee members: Patrick Malcolm, Ewan Scott, Gregory Daly, James Pearson, Ricardo Morgan, Victor Stewart, Cardella Samuels, Garnet Page. Victor Stewart, referee manager, Marcia McIntyre, administrator. So they just tell you about what happened when the meeting was convened, and they list in point format some of the things that were discussed: registration, welfare assistant, referee payment, referee gear. This one, the referees report seemed to be more clear than the other reports. Facilities report. Were achieved. 3 major projects were successfully achieved. Kitchen and laundry industrial equipment were sourced, and respective areas were fully furnished and equipped with the respective industrial equipment and accessories, all of which are effectively functional. That is at the Captain Horace Burrell UE Center of Excellence. The fire escape ladder at the southeastern and northwestern end of the building were installed further to the National Building Code of Jamaica in conjunction with the Building Act 2018. Facility was equipped with wireless cable service throughout the facility through the service provider's Ready TV, complemented with the service provider's digital cable box. So everything seemed to be up and running at the center. With regards to the operational usage of the facility, the hosting of training camps, workshops, educational sessions, etc., same was advisedly affected and minimized significantly due to the introduction of the COVID. All right. So there you have it. You're looking at the dormitory and the areas. So they tell you about the repairs and the installation. That's the pitch area. The secretariat external painting renovation. So they did outside painting, building window door. All right. So a lot of work. So this is the rebranding, refurbishing. So yeah, man, when you go to the JFF office, it's a nice place to go now. This is the annual general meeting, November 6, 2021. All right. It's given that in keeping with Article 8 of the bylaws, the JFF shall convene its 2020 annual general meeting, non-voting Congress, and that the following notice shall apply. So the Congress will be held Saturday, November 6th, commencing Junction House, Guest House Auditorium, Junction, St. Elizabeth. Delegates are being asked to present by 10 a.m. to facilitate a smooth registration process and the prompt start of the meeting. The Congress and delegates invites, in keeping with Article 12B of the JFF bylaws, please be reminded of the allocated representative. Each member shall be entitled to have 3 delegates. So people, first when I see AGM, this is it. Big up yourself, Brain Drain. So this is basically annual general meeting. This is how it happened. Agenda. Proposals and question. Oh, them just give a So if you want to go to the meeting as an observer status at this special general meeting may be granted by the JFF to individuals, institutions, specialized groups, or organizations. 2 persons per parish association will be granted this status. These names are to be submitted 14 days before the date of the special general meeting. So you can have observers. So this is a minute. Invocation. Reverend 1L Alexander conducted the invocation. Extended warm greetings to special guest, Dr. the Honorable Maurice Guy, JFF directors, delegates, and staff members. Welcome, host president, JFF. All right, so this is the this is a legal document in the minutes. So okay, meeting. conducted the roll call, after which he informed the president that the 2019 annual budget was composed and can proceed in compliance with the JFF statutes. Apologies for absence. Peter Reid wasn't there. Marlene Brown wasn't there. Sheridan Samuels wasn't there. Byron Watson wasn't there. Okay. Appointments of scrutineers for the Congress. Delores Williams to St. Mary, Garrett Williams Clarendon, Dean Panton St. Thomas, Gavin McDeal St. James, Adrian Gordon Portland. The journey, the challenge, our goals and future. So this is the president's address or remarks. So a whole lot of things him talk. Whole lot of information, people. A whole lot of information. Submission of financial report. So, Mr. Emile Lafayette presented the independent auditor's report on the JFF 2019 financial statements to members of Jamaica Football Federation Limited, a company limited by guarantee and not having a share capital. So this is the responsibility of the board of directors, the management of the board of directors for the financial statement. Prepare the financial report. All right. So this is a huge document. Huge document. I wish everybody could get it. Link me up so we can send it. This is a financial report. Haha. This is what we want to see, don't? Where is CC? Or Cranky? Baker Tilly is the audit on this one. December 31, sorry. So it includes statement of financial position, statement of comprehensive income, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flow, notes to financial statement. So look at, we can go through this. Oh, so they have to follow an international financial report standard. That's the IFRS, and contemplate the continuation of the company as a going concern. The company has reported profits in 2020 of 15 million and a loss of 13 in 2019, and as at the reporting date had a working capital deficit of $60 million. 134 in 2019, 134 million, and accumulated deficit of that look like 130 million 2019, 150 million continuation as a going concern, therefore may be in doubt and is dependent on obtaining continued financial support from sponsors and donors. No adjustments have been made in the financial statement for any effects this might have on carrying values of assets and liabilities as at the reporting date. So JFF seems as if they get a lot of donors on board to assist the federation. So, Ron, what you're saying, those who are scrutinizers should be third party, not JFF people. But apparently, they want people that are affiliates still, you know. Yeah, man, they have to follow a reporting standard for true, based on what it said. And they also have international standards on auditing. So, whoever auditing it cannot skip on dolly. We are independent of the company in accordance with International Ethics Standard Board for Accountants Code of Ethics for Professional Accountants. And we have fulfilled our other ethical responsibilities in accordance with the IESBA code. So basically anybody who is doing the auditing should not be affiliated with the JFF, because they have to have a code. There's a code that they have to adhere to. Responsibility of the manager, board of directors. Management is responsible for preparation of financial statements that give a true and fair view in accordance with the IFRS and the Jamaican Companies Act, and for such internal control as management determined is necessary to enable the preparation of financial statements that are free from material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error. In preparing the financial statement, management is responsible for assessing the company's ability to continue as a going concern, disclosing as applicable matters related to going concern, and using the going concern basis of accounting unless management either extends to liquidate the company or cease operation, or has no realistic alternative but to do so. So they have an independent auditor's report, and this is it. So these are the figures. A company limited by guarantee and not having a share capital. So the assets, non-current asset, property, plant and equipment, intangible asset, so 2019 it was 271 million and 2020 260. Intangible asset was 250 2019, now it becomes 125. Current asset, inventories, receivables, taxation recoverable, cash and short deposits. Total asset 444,116,466. That's as of 2020. Equity and liabilities, equity capital reserve, accumulated deficit 130 million. Non-current liabilities, players welfare fund, deferred revenue, current liabilities, payables, short-term loan, none in 2020, bank overdraft, none in 2020. Total equities and liabilities 447 million in 2020, 405 in 2019. Approved for issue by the board of directors on 29 June 2021 and signed on its behalf by Michael Ricketts, President, Peter Reed, Vice President. And this is what now. Statement of comprehensive income, turnover, 456 in 2020. 2019 was 711. Operating expenses, 441. Operating surplus or deficit, 14 million. Financial income net, 749,000. Surplus deficit before taxation, 15 million. Taxation nil. The total comprehensive income loss for the year, 15 million in 2020, 13 million in 2019. People, you not understand what I'm going? I didn't know it's a range. Most of them were driving. We never know that either. Do it, I tell you. All right. So balance at 1 January 2019 was what? 280,000. That's capital reserve. Accumulated deficit 139 million. (2019, 2020) 136 million. 136 million. If I tell you, so me understand something. So cash flow resources were provided by or used in cash flows for operating activities. The surplus deficit before taxation 15 million in 2020. Adjustment for amortization 124,000. Depreciation 19 million. Deferred revenue 53 million. Interest expense 40,000. Interest income 65,000. Foreign exchange gains 725,000. Total 18 million 668,160. Notes financial statement. Hold on, the people. I get a call. This thing I look. I would want to have a conversation rather than just trying to look through. Cranky, welcome back.
Coach, how you doing?
Well, I'm there.
Huh?
Make me scratch my head.
Don't waste the time. Don't waste the time, coach. Me just summarize it here. Then I'm on them broke.
No money no there.
Them broke, coach. Them broke. Them have some money, but I don't feel them money. Other people money.
Are they doing as their money?
They just say so when you. Well, no, they have some money there, but it's if your audience are not if they're not versed on some of these things, then it would take a while to explain all of this, right? What I would say is this: is that they're broke. That's the first thing I would say. If you read the opinion, it says independent auditor's opinion. It's basically tell you that they're called what a going concern. Means a company was not doing well, I may have to go out of business. That's what it sort of means. That's what a label sort of means. But obviously, we know they're getting new money from Adidas and some other ways, which will have to show up their financials. The first thing I would say is this is from 2020 and 2019. Those 2 years have passed. Obviously, they survived in 2021. So I'd love to see what 2021 looks like, which probably is worse than 2020. For him to come out and say they have surplus, I don't like when people say things which on the surface appears to be correct, but when you dig underneath it, it doesn't really reflect reality. So I can tell you I made money this year. Suppose I tell you that I made $10 this year in profit, but on a net basis, I owe $500. I'm sort of broke, aren't I, coach? So this year I made $10 in revenues. I had five. So okay, let's use yourself. Me as an example. Suppose I made $100,000 a year, right, from salaries, but I incur expenses for my household for my living of $70,000. So net I have $30,000, right? But suppose I really owe my net assets that I have, my net position I have is, if I take all the money that I own and all the liabilities I have, I'm in debt for $500,000. That $30,000 is peanuts to my $500,000, right? Because in essence, I made money this year, but in total, I'm still in debt, frankly.
Yeah.
That's all the JFF is. That's all the JFF is. And that money they made, it's peanuts money. If you look at it, it's less than $100,000 in so-called profit. But that's 2022. So that we don't see 2021 financials. We don't know if they made money in 2021. Their financials are dated, what they have here. It's dated as of, trying to find the date the person signed the financials. So their year end is December 31st. So 2021 should be coming out soon. Well, 2021 should be out by now because this one was audited as of June 29, 2021. We're now in October. We're now in September. So if the December 31st, 2021, they should have done the 2021 already. We don't want to see that too. Why are we showing you 2020? Why not show our 2021 financial statements?
They're probably not
This is dated. Yeah, this is dated. This is dated. They show us as of December 31st, 2020. I think they show us, frankly, this is labeled wrong. So there's two positions. These financial statements are as of December 31st, 2020 and December 31st, 2019. So it's 2 years for the financial. It's not 1 year financials. So the label should have been 2. And secondly, it should be, we want to see 2021. Well, let's just say the JFF don't have any money. I'm gonna just put it on a net basis. They don't. And money doesn't mean I don't have cash. Money means if you take all that I own and all that I owe more than what I have. Based on a net basis, I owe more than what I own, basically. So if he's coming out espousing the view that we had a surplus this year and he's pushing his stress out, he should be, well, it's not this year anyway, it's last year or the year before last year, because frankly, we're in 2022. The financial statements are of 2020. So you have 2021, whole year we haven't seen. And we haven't seen the first 9 months of 2022. But the years in 2019 and 2020 are not pretty. So yeah.
So
It's not the books, they're not that great.
Rob Smith is saying if this is creative mathematics.
No. The numbers are what the numbers are. They're not creative. What he's proposing or what he's suggesting, what he's trying to communicate to us is that they have a surplus, meaning we're in a good position. No, you're not. You're in a bad position financially. So don't espouse that view to the public that you're doing okay when you're not.
Oh.
That's not what the numbers say.
So the numbers giving a different.
He's not lying. The numbers are not lying. The numbers are what the numbers are. They're not. The numbers don't lie. They're they're what they are. But you're saying you have a surplus. You're not telling the whole story. You're telling part of the story.
Okay. So you're just telling the part what probably seem favorable to the ears.
So look at the financial statements. If you look at what he calls, and it's a little bit, it's not confusing. It's a little bit. It takes a while to explain this. Accumulated deficit means my net position. That means I'm in debt. But what it's not telling you is that there's a line item below on the non-current liabilities, meaning deferred revenues, right? It takes a while to explain this thing. Deferred revenues meaning I got money up front for things I'm supposed to do. I can't recognize the revenues now because I haven't done what I'm supposed to do to earn that money. Suppose I give you $10, right, coach? I give you $10, you're gonna do some work for me. But you're gonna do it over 2 years. In the first year, you can only recognize $5. In the second year, recognize $5. You can't recognize the whole $10 of its revenue because you haven't earned it yet. That's what the line item called deferred revenues mean.
Oh.
Maybe we should do a class on these things one day and we can walk through and simplify some of this. But let's just say the JFF, the view he's espousing is not effective. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, so it's just
at least from what the way he's positioning it, it's almost like he's saying we're doing fine, we have a surplus, and I'm just like, that's not the whole story.
So some explanation should be done how they came about with this surplus, having all these.
No. No. So there's two different things. There is money you make in a given year, right? You earn money, you have expenses. It tells you what your net position is. Either you had a net loss or a profit.
Right.
So when they call total comprehensive income or loss, meaning this year I made money or I lose money based on my activity. So if I earn $10 and I had expenses of $5, then I earned $5. But if I had expenses of $15, I would have lost $5. Right? That's the statement on page 2. That's what page 2 is saying.
Oh.
Now, page 1 is saying, take all my assets, my house, my car, my cash I have in the bank. It's showing you all the assets. They call it assets, all the positions that you have, things that you sort of own. Then it says, well, how much do I owe? So if you owe a mortgage, most people in Jamaica have mortgage, because they own a most, right? But if you have mortgage, if you have credit card debt, if you owe suppliers, all of your liabilities. So that tells you what your net worth is. So all the things that you own minus all that you owe is your net worth. So, coach, if you have your vehicle you drive, you have a house you own, right? But the house you own may not be, the bank may own the house, because the bank give you a loan for the house. You gotta take what the house is valued, plus any cash you have, plus the value of your car, plus somebody may owe you money, call it receivables. That's your net assets, that's your net position you have. Then you subtract from it all the money that you owe to give you what they call an accumulated deficit or a positive position, which is what they're showing you, the number they're showing you under equity. So under equity, you see 136.
Yeah, the accumulated deficit.
The 136. Yeah. The 136,533. So that's what them net owe. They got all, and it got to be complex because I don't know how they value their assets. I don't know if they are cost or true market value. But let's just say that it's not the greatest position to be in.
Okay.
So when the JFF come and say they have surplus, you should take it with a grain of salt. Big grain of salt. Because it's not true reality. So it doesn't mean that they're lying. They're not lying. That's what the numbers say. But what I earn in a given year doesn't tell me what I'm worth in a given year. So here's a perfect example, coach. Because sometimes I say this and I go in a circle. Let me give you an example. LeBron James is worth $1 billion, right?
Right.
So them say that's his net worth. His net worth. That means if you take all his assets minus all his liabilities, his net worth is $1 billion. So they're doing it.
Okay.
But
Okay.
this year, wait. But this year, LeBron may make, if he's getting paid $40 million, and he has a bunch of expenses, he may his surplus this year may be $20 million.
20 million.
Now, if you spend 20 and he makes 40, he may have 20. But his net worth in total is $1 billion. So that surplus they're talking about is that 20 million I just mentioned, which is he made 40 million, his expenses were 20 million, he had a net 20 million this year. But if you think about his net worth, all things that he owned, that's that 40 billion. And that's what you focus on, not just what he made in the current year. So the surplus may be right, but if you look at what the JFF owns in total, it's not the best position.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I mean, I've confused your audience more than before, but that's what it is.
No, but as you say, you break it down in a nutshell by stating that the JFF is broke.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Broke.
So
now, I'll caveat it by saying that they may be broke. They may be broke, but if they're getting money from FIFA, if they're gonna get not from FIFA, if they get money from Adidas, depends on how much that money they spend. That money will, if they have a surplus next year because the Adidas money is that much, then that part of that surplus go to reduce that deficit that they have. That makes sense. So, but yeah, at this point in time, they broke. Okay. That's why I say they have what they call a qualified opinion, which is a going concern. If they were doing well, it would have to be an unqualified opinion.
Oh.
Qualified meaning I have concern that you can. I have concern you may be able to continue as what they call a viable concern, meaning I have concern you may be able to continue in business, give you financial situation.
Okay.
So the auditor is saying, the accountant is saying, the way you're going, you may not be in business for too long. That's what it's saying. But as we know, in any given year, you can go make money to help shore up your position. So they'll get money from Adidas. They probably get some more money from
FIFA.
If they play games and get fees and all that. Yeah.
And from one of the things that I read, I think they get some of their money from special donors as well.
That could be the case. So you can get money from sponsors. You get money from donors. You get money from gate receipts. You may get money from FIFA. You may get money from the government. Money from selling merchandising. You get money from a different source. A perfect example. Think about Barcelona this year. Think about JFF as Barcelona. That's a good example. Even though I'm not sure Barcelona made a surplus, but as you know, Barcelona were in a bad situation financially.
Yeah.
But they sell the image rights, they sell different things and have to reduce their debt. Yeah. So similar. So that's my name's Malaki.
Yeah. You can't leave without touch a little bit on that in the cranky because we had a conversation about
I'm not gloating.
Eh?
We haven't played on a big team yet, coach. We haven't played on a big team yet.
No, man, you play. Hey, you follow a rhetoric where I go around, because you and I know, sir, this is a league. With English Premier League, any points you get, you have to add up everything. Because sometimes you win.
No, we agree
lose.
with that. Yeah, my only thing, coach, is that I am very pleased with how we're playing. Not necessarily just results, because we even played Manu and Manu deservedly won the game because we made a lot of mistakes. We still played well. So there's one thing to, like how Tottenham plays. Tottenham haven't played well all year, most of the year. They could have lost to West Ham. They could have lost to Nottingham Forest. They could have lost to Chelsea. They should have lost to Chelsea. But we have played well in every single game. since the beginning of preseason. I went to watch us play in Orlando against Chelsea when we won 4-0, and people say it's preseason. But the way we were moving the ball, and you know something, coach? It's a pleasure to watch. I want Jamaica to play, coach. So we're playing. We would enjoy Jamaica football if we play that way. Even if we get beaten sometime, coach, you can say, you know what? I know my team on a long-term basis will win because we're good. We control the ball. We make passes. We create chances. We look good. You want to enjoy your football, coach. Even if you lose sometime and you don't feel good, you want to enjoy your football. So Arsenal fans are enjoying their football. Tottenham fans are desperate to win a trophy, but they're not enjoying the football. They have a good team, not enjoying the football.
Yeah. Boring football.
Yeah, so boring. Yeah. When we're playing, I watch the game. You have some trepidation and some anxiety. Hey, don't want to lose. But you know you're going to be entertained. We pay money to be entertained. We buy subscription to be entertained. We don't pay money to sit there, be bored to death, and want to go to sleep. That's not entertainment. So I'm very pleased with how we're being entertained. And I'm going to tell you guys good luck tomorrow. You're going to need it.
Yeah, I predict a 2-0 defeat, you know.
I think you guys will play well. I think Martinez is he may be 5'9", but he's feisty. I think Erickson adds to your game. We'll see if you have the entire team, you'll give them a game, but it's going to be a long day because, as you know, they punish you the way they keep the ball.
Day. It's 90 minutes.
No. I'm talking about afterwards, coach. It's a long day.
90 minutes plus.
It's a long day. Yeah. No, so you know you get miserable if your team lose, especially if you think you should win or you had expectations. But if you don't have an expectation, then you can say, you know what? Even then, you're not going to be happy.
But Cranky, with every tick that your team is putting in the win column, you know, I think you're putting yourself in a position that right now you are the red hot favorites for the title.
No, coach, don't say that. No, coach. All the pundits I've heard say we are red hot favorites for top 4, but we're still not ready for the title. And here's my view on the title race. Do I think we can win the title? Well, Leicester won it, so why can't other teams win it? The one thing I'll say about this, our season and how we finish is all dependent upon whether Partey is free of injuries or not. If Partey is still healthy, and if Partey and Jesus stay healthy, I'm pretty confident. We can replace anyone else, even Saliba. So we have Ben White and Tommy also can play deep. We don't have a good replacement for Jesus. We definitely don't have a good replacement for Partey. And if you watch Partey play, so was it on your program, coach or management program, I was talking about Partey, and people tell me a customer is better than Partey. I'm in a no football, and I feel laughing because them not watch Partey every week. Partey is an exceptional footballer. Exceptional. He can do everything. Forget about the goal because he always kick the ball over the bar. So we're surprised when he scored today. That's not his main attribute. His main attribute being able to read the game. Don't just make it look a simple 5-yard pass. Be able to break up plays. He's an exceptional footballer. And it's a pity that he keeps on getting injured because if he didn't, we would have probably made top 4 last year, I think. And if he keeps healthy, because when we lost year, coach, he didn't play against you guys in the court.
Yeah, man, I know. So that's why we take advantage, man.
No, he's an exceptional footballer. I'm telling you, he's a different class. And we'll see it in the World Cup when he plays for Ghana. It's a different class. But I hope if he stays healthy, we'll do well.
Brain Journey is saying that he's old enough to remember you calling for Arteta to get fired.
I don't think I've ever called Arteta to get fired. I said he was a dictator. So, Brain Journey, everything I say is on tape. Everything I say is on tape. So go back and look at the tape. I've always said he's a dictator. I've always been ambivalent about him because you got to learn to manage people, coach. You can't just have everybody upset with you all the time. But I think what he was doing was weeding out people who he believes were not net benefit to the team. And he's done a good job he has a very young team, right? He's gotten rid of everyone who may dispute his authority or challenge the authority. And he has his people now, so he has to do well. And we have spent a lot of money. I know I beat Manu about spending money, which you have, over $1 billion, I remind you. So you should be better than what you're doing. But we have spent a lot of money also. And we're seeing the results of what we have spent. But we need to keep certain people fit for us to do well. But we haven't had a bad game all season. Even the Man U game I don't consider a bad game because if we got beat and played poorly, that's a different story. We played well, we just got beat. In fact, we didn't have a bad preseason game. We didn't lose any game in preseason.
No.
We haven't lost any game in Europa League. So I think from the start of the season, I think we have only lost 2 games. One was a practice match behind closed door. I think it was against Brentford or somebody. And then we lost to you guys. So we're doing well. Long may it continue. So, coach, it's not too late to change teams, coach. If you want to come be our go there, no, we don't mind. We take
no. This is not a soliciting channels for to be a part of the Gunners. Okay, so we can talk on a different forum, but I think you'll be wasting your breath if you understand what I'm saying.
No, coach. I thought it's a channel that support winners. I didn't know, but I just realized what you're saying.
No, but remember, I am a winner. So I don't know what supporting winners they're talking about. What have you win? What have you win? Or what have you won lately? For me to support you. Talk to me now. Talk to me.
We won a game. We won a game. We won a game today.
No, but I mean a game closer to winning the league. But if you're talking about titles and trophies, you have to talk to me at the end. You have to recruit me at the end of the season. You cannot recruit me in the middle of the season. Because I will not be like Captain Horace Burland Bow.
Coach, in come second. I wouldn't call a second, coach. You can't come second, but how far second were you? Were you ever close? Do you have a chance? No. But no, coach, this is a process. As Auditor says, it's a process. We're building a team, a sustainable team. Coach, think about it. 4 years from now, when all these kids mature and at the peak of their powers, we don't have to replace Partey. Now think about it. Our goalkeeper is 23, our right back is about 23, our right center back is 21, our left center back is 23, 24, our left back is mid-20s. You can go to only your 2 center midfielders, Xhaka and Partey, are of age. Everybody else is 25 or less. And we're doing well, coach. So, it bodes well for us. We go buy a couple of center midfielders and we're good. So, coach, if you want something to hang your hat on going forward, and you want to watch good football, brilliant football, entertaining football, a team that shows promise, then you can join us.
No, check me at the end of the season. Make sure you have that talk at the end of the season. That's what I want you to do.
So anyway, coach, are you saying, coach, you're for the fence?
Remember, no, it's not no offense. Hold on. This you cannot recruit me at the when the window is closed, my friend.
I'm not recruiting you, coach. I'm telling you to have some ambition. That's all I'm telling you to do.
But I'm
have some ambition and be a bandwagonist like most Dominicans be a bandwagonist.
No.
Jump on the bandwagon.
No. This is where you got it wrong.
Be like Devon Andre and CC. Be like Devon Andre and CC who jump on the Chelsea bandwagon.
No, I am not going to be like anybody. I am going to be like me. I will never be like somebody. So you see, this is a type of attitude that follows Arsenal people. They want to be like people.
No. We're trying to increase the fan base. They can spend more money so we can buy more merchandising, so we can have more money to buy players. That's what we're trying to do.
Oh, so you want
more fans you can buy your jerseys.
You want a Man U support over there, so we can spend money. Kind of know we have money. All right, okay.
No, we don't have money, but no for spending. No for spending. You guys are loaded, but you don't know how to spend it.
Shaquille Smith said Arsenal wagon not stable, so you soon fall off.
Look, if we don't get injured, coach, I'm very confident we're gonna do well this year.
Hold on. You say I should follow winners. And I have not heard you made mention of your team winning. Oh, we're gonna be doing well. Oh, we're gonna be doing well. So you're a coward, Cranky. You are a coward.
No, I'm a realist. When you have
And
Man
what
City
is
in
the
the room,
realist? What is the realist? So
when you have Man City in the room, you can't go talk about your win league when Man City's around. You have to wait till them go on here and make a good side thing. It's a side thing, coach.
So you're weak fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you have one. Are you the on the fence? You support Arsenal and I support City at the same time. Because you cannot call it.
I picked us after 8 games to have, what did I have? I had us drawing 2 games and winning 6.
Mm-hmm.
So I had us at 20 points, or we had 21 points. Yeah, I had us at 20 points. I'm in another, and some friends of mine in UK, we have the first 10 games, and I had us winning 6. Because when I watched this in preseason, we were very, very good. I know people say it's preseason, but it gives you a benchmark just to assess how your team will do and how they're playing. So, coach, who's playing the best football in the league so far? Not forget about who's winning. The most entertaining football, I should say.
Well,
Isn't that Arsenal?
I like City.
You think City football looks better than ours?
Yeah.
Yeah? I ask the audience that question. I disagree. I think we're playing the most attractive football. We may not be the best team.
No, but
I think we're playing the most attractive football.
City play attractive football, man. All of them now with them play attractive football.
Well, they haven't lost any game. I think they drew 2, right? They drew 3 out with Newcastle and drew with somebody else. So I would love for the audience view, non-Gooner fans, to tell me who they, and be objective in your assessment. Which team you think is playing the most attractive football this season? I would say, the way we're playing, think about Saka and Martinelli and Jesus and Partey and Xhaka. Even Xhaka look like him skillful nowadays versus plodding, and most Arsenal want to get rid of him. And now we can't get enough of him. So.
From what
coach, we know other people want to
play good still, Cranky. But what is exceptional about the play is that Partey is in the middle of the park and it is allowing Xhaka to go up more in an attacking role, which was what was missing from what from what you call it from the team's play last season, or the season that you were struggling and saying that Xhaka was playing too much lateral ball, he was playing it back too much and stuff like that. So he has gotten some lease to life basically with a fully fit Partey, and that is what is causing the fluidity in the middle. But not to take anything away from Arsenal, you're playing good, but right now I think City is above the class right now. Even in entertainment, even in attraction in football, they are playing Bernardo Silva, the man dangerous, and of course string the passes to Erling Haaland. Oh boy, what more can you ask for, Cranky? And if you're being truthful, you have to agree.
No. I think they're the best team. I think we're playing more attractive football. That's what men football boring. They're not football fast enough sometimes. They're very slow in their build-up.
No, that's
slow in their build-up.
No, not in all instances. That's why you probably you have a bias in this. Remember, me, I'm not City fan, right? City has the ability.
Coach, read the comments. Wait, read the comments. Shaquille Smith and Nitro saying Arsenal playing the most attractive. Arsenal playing the most attractive. See, your fans,
they're Arsenal fans. They're Arsenal fans. They're Arsenal fans. Don't get it twisted.
So I'm gonna ask, okay, One Dan MUFC. Let's see if One Dan can get some objectivity, because he's a Man U fan like you. He's a diehard Man U fan.
I put up all him comments. See him comment there. City play attractive football. Yeah, man.
I'm not saying they're not play attractive. I said we're playing more attractive. I'm not saying they're not playing attractive football.
No, man. The City play the most attractive football right now. Arsenal play attractive football.
Oh, you say City by far. Okay, it's City.
So we're not saying Arsenal not playing, We're not saying Arsenal not playing good football, and that's why I did not just explain what the difference me see in the middle of the part that's giving you people a lot of fluidity now. Partey, healthy and strong in the middle, the general. So it gives Xhaka where one did want throw a long time and beat him. say him play too much lateral ball, he must slow up on the play. The man get a new lease to life now. So him have freedom to go up and roam like digital and I make passes and all of them. Something there.
But you know what, coach? You know, so I think Guardiola and Arteta thought, you know, look how we play and how City plays.
No.
They are now taking the left. When we're going forward, I know when we're going forward, you know, we have 3 at the back when we go forward. Zinchenko comes inside. Gabriel rotate a little bit outside. White, if we're attacking on the left, White will stay back a little bit. And if you look at the formation, take a picture of it. We have 3 at the back. Then we have Partey deeper. We have Xhaka ahead. You have Odegaard way ahead. We have the 2 left and right wingers way down and staying really wide to open up the space. It's a really unique when you're going forward. It's very, very unique. Now, when we lose the ball, like you saw today when Saka lost that ball deep, I don't think we're set up to really get back quickly as we should. And that went against when we play you guys. So we play the better team who are good on the counter. We're going to get punished.
Right.
Because we could have got punished today in the first half 2 or 3 times after the first 20 minutes. Because when we lose the ball deep, sometimes we're so far ahead of the play, we're not positioned to cover defensively. But he's created that construct, which is pull the left back into a left midfield position, almost aligned with Partey, just a little bit ahead of Partey. And Xhaka then going forward as if he's almost like an inside left position. I would love to see Jamaica coach get that creative, even though we can't really keep the ball. If you can't keep the ball, it's hard to do that, right? Because you're going to put yourself in difficult situations.
Well, Cranky, you said that Arteta and Pep talking. When did Arteta go to Arsenal?
He went to Arsenal 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Remember, he was at City, you know, working with Pep, you know.
I know, but look, when you coach, if somebody leaves your table, go ahead.
Let me tell you what happened.
If me leave your stable, follow where they utilize the same formation and style of attacking nowadays.
So me I go tell you what happened. When he just left City and go over to Arsenal, I give him a hard time because I never understand how much I build. A lot of trial and error I work with the Arsenal team, you know, to try get it to the way it is now, you know. So him understand the whole flow, and as I say, man, Pep probably have conversation. Him probably ask him a question. Where do you forget that? And me not say that happen, but you know, terminologies we are use.
Yeah.
And him say, all right, that. So him kind of understand how to have the players moving now. So him put Xhaka up front because party fit, and he's able to get that thing we una see now that he wanted to do years ago, but him just I get the knock of it. And most times a coach takes 3 years to really get them thing out there. Go ahead, Jermaine.
Yeah,
welcome. Yeah, Jermaine. I'm not here, Jermaine. Go on, Cranky. So as I was saying, three years coaches normally take to put them system into play and get it up and running. And me think that's what happened with Partey, you know, Arteta.
Well, if he keeps playing, if he keeps coaching like this, it's gonna be Arsenal a very long time. Because you can see last year we finished 8th? But I think no. Last year we finished 5th. I'm sorry. Year before we finished 8th. But at least last year we had a good chance to make top 4. You know, we just threw the last
threw it away. Yeah.
Yeah, but then we had a very young team, so the youngsters are maturing. You know, it's another year. I mean, it's a very young team and they're doing well. So hopefully it continues.
All right, let us hear what Jermaine saying. Jermaine wants to say something to you. Go ahead. Jermaine, welcome.
All right, coach. So, Stan and a couple of the Arsenal fans, them, or probably a whole lot of them, really underestimated Arteta when he went to Arsenal. You know that for a fact. You guys just mentioned a couple of stuff about the how Arteta used the fullback or the left fullback, whatever. How he might use him inside or what have you. But if we listen to a couple of interviews with Eva Sane, he always say persons come and ask how is it playing under Guardiola, and nobody ever asks about Arteta. He personally said Arteta is the man behind the scene that tactically get things done. You get me? He works closer with players, and he's the one that is that Guardiola give the key to. Hey, he come up like Guardiola will come and say, hey, I want to try this in the game, but you are the one to work with the players to get this done. You get me? So most of these stuff, Arteta really come up with them at City. You get me? I said some of these key stuff that you're seeing going on, Arteta really the man behind the scene where we pull these triggers. You know, so he only right, you just see it come out right now and I show the Arsenal. He just needed the players to carry out these type of play, you know. He never have them before, so it might take him time and gather the players them to carry out these type of play, these tactical decision on the park.
And he wasn't afraid to throw away Aubameyang and them man there. We will now fit him system.
Yeah, but coach, you know, I'm sure Mecca wasn't scoring.
Oh.
He thinks to enjoy Aubameyang because he nah score, coach. He only scored 4 goals and 2 penalties.
Hey.
Not showing him because I score him to keep him.
I am sure a bonfire point, you know, cranky man. Say you block up your line in $6,000 credit, run off. I wait for the line.
Oh, he wants to call it. I'm sorry. I thought you just wanted to have important guests on you. I thought you only wanted important guests on your program. That's why I block up the line. I'm management. Maybe can come on, but there is a hierarchy, management. There's a hierarchy, and so you can come after me. So, all right, man. You jump on. Come on.
All right, big of yourself, cranky.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So Jeremy, what do you think about the game today? Arsenal Tottenham.
I mean, Tottenham did what they do best. sit off and hit you on the counter. Hey, but the man them go hitting on the counter and normal still coach. Man do it. It's like a seconds man they take the score for you when they meet up on the break, you know. But you see a different side of Arsenal today again, you know. I think they play well. They stick to the task, stick to the instruction and just execute, you know. And they won the game. They won the game with their playing style, you know. Literally break Tottenham down with possession of the ball, passing, interchanging, and the movements. Some individual brilliance from Jesus just to see him. You can see the spirit lifted in the team once the new players came through the door. So, you know, it was a good game, man.
Yeah,
it was a good game.
All right, let me call what this person was calling. Good night. Welcome to the coach's desk.
Welcome. Good night, coach.
Yeah, man.
Regarding, I want to address something regarding. I know when I talk about Arsenal and whatever, but I want to address something between the Jamaica game the other day.
Yeah.
One thing.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, man.
Here's the problem. There was 100 Jamaicans in the stadium in Argentina jersey, right? And there's a young footballer that went to the Argentina locker room to get that jersey, and them turn him down. But my thing is, why would Jamaican people show up to a game where you support your country and wear Argentina jersey? It's a shame. Me have an Argentina friend and he said the same thing to me, like, bro, why? There's no support for the country, for the football of them.
So that go on at the match?
Yeah, me can show you. Most all of my friend them, no for my friend them from Maine, show up in an Argentina jersey. Like, it's a shame. That don't make no sense. Yeah, there's a video. Go on BN Sport. There's a video when a young footballer went to the locker room and they tell him no. It was on Argentina news. They never give him a jersey. And instead of telling the young man that, listen, we gave out all the jerseys to the players and the staff already, them turn him away and him say sorry and him walk away with shame. And it's just a disgrace. And when we think back on it, the fact say, all of the people who show up in the Argentina jersey to watch them own a country. You would have never see Argentinian show up in a Jamaica jersey to any game. Because they're very proud of them country and them sports.
But
you understand? And even
them not go for watch Jamaica then. Argentina them go for watch.
It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter, coach. Me go for watch Messi. Me not go wear Messi jersey. Me I wear my colors, my Jamaican color. You understand?
Yeah.
That's all me do. That's all I wanted to address. Like, I don't understand how Jamaican people operate. We not support to own. You cannot show.
But a long time we have said Jamaicans are wagonist, brother. A long time we have said that, you know.
That is. That is true. But it's just a disappointment. We are small numbers. The whole stadium was Argentinians. Why would you then put on go buy an Argentina jersey? You know, buy a Jamaica jersey, support the national program.
So you know, burn fire upon your friend them.
Me burn fire upon everybody.
Oh.
But me just didn't want you to address that because look, if you go on BN Sports right now, there's a video when the young man
the video, man, the Jamaican, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you, even my brother called me and said to me, bro, and he apologized to me. They must say, yo, bro, that don't make no sense. Because they not even know the guy. But my thing is, you cannot show up a one game in a one different color in your country, brother. Even you know the Salvadorian, the Central American, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Guatemalans, them no matter how much them get battered, them show up in them colors. No matter what. We are the only group of people when a cheer for one. Only track and field.
Mm.
You understand? But that's all I don't want to address, coach. That's all. That's all.
Right. Big up yourself, man. Thanks for calling.
Right. Respect.
Right.
Respect.
And that really go on, Jeremy. You did that much, you know. Tell me what go on.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know the few Jamaicans were there around me. Them have on them Jamaican colors, you know. So I'm not really sure. Can't speak to it.
But that is a sad thing if that happens still.
Me not put it past them though, honestly.
Yeah.
Not put it
For
past
real.
them at all.
Man, then go watch Messi now, Messi jersey. And your country a play.
Yeah, man.
If me know say me not gonna pick that side, or me gonna pick the opposing side, me gonna wear a neutral color.
But at the end of the day, coach, me can't say Messi people ball or Ronaldo people ball. At the end of the day, if my country play against my baller, me support my country, my baller, brother. I support my country, me still rate my baller. Me see in real life that's not a problem.
Yeah.
So
guess what? You know what that probably tell me? They went near the preconceived idea, so where I get beaten, you know.
Yeah, man.
So when the smoke clear, but I don't want to be seen in a Jamaican color.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been the mindset.
True.
Hey, RR, be able. Hey, man, tell me no wear my Chevy United jersey.
I roll it out tomorrow, man.
Wait a minute, I roll it out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me tell you, you see, you really have to stand for something, you know. Me always tell that story, you know. My brethren, we are going to watch a match one day, see? And somehow I left my belt. And the man is a Arsenal fan, you know, man. Straight Gunners, you know. And he's a United fan, you know. Straight United, you know. When me say, yo, lend me a belt, you know, I see man take up a belt and I start, you know, set up the belt for putting out the loop. When me look upon it, no Arsenal logo me see him print upon that, man. You know, so me give it, Mr. Bridget, now what you do? And me give him back him belt, man. I know we're no belt got a match, man. I hold up my pants. So, I can imagine, man. I go watch Jamaica play Argentina and wear an Argentina shirt. No, man, that disgraceful, man. Your volume gone, Jimmy.
Yeah, man. So we have a teacher, a technical drawing teacher.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he used to go at judges. So when it comes on to champs time, because he's the manager for the team. So when it comes on to champs time and I tell with him story. I say, yo, when you go to Kingston, I don't know say where you come from. I tell we story, say, hey, when you go to town, make sure we stick to each other and make sure we not walk in the numbers and all of this. And then he start telling me story, say, hey, him have a bridging will live next door to him, I go to Hulmers. And when it come on to champs time or any sporting event, and when him put on film uniform and step out, I step past him, bridging, you know, talking when I know sporting event, you know. Because them arrive until them come home and take off them uniform again, you know. So when them take it, you know,
hey,
some people take.
Let me tell you, Jamaican, a real wagon is for real Jamaican. Man got champs put on them purple and white and go in a KC section at the stands. And then school I run a champs.
Facts, bro.
So me I tell you how we Jamaicans stay. Me and somebody say black people, but me can't talk for the rest of the nation. Me I talk for what me know about Jamaicans.
Yeah, true, man.
You understand?
Man, them go for heavy at school, coach.
I tell you.
1, 2, 3
we love winnings. We love winnings, you know. Jamaicans not patient. You dep on the road and the light turn green. The light just turn green and you have a gas, you know. By the time you move off, kick. And I man, they're about 14 in line. I took them on, you know. Say, yo, me I tell you, we just want winnings. So we're not patient enough. Watch aside, build and grow. And that's why the old boys them come in and do what them need for the pump some money in the programs them and get ready-made teams to go compete. Because we're not patient enough to go through the thick and thin with our team.
I mean, but sometimes, coach, sometimes, well, probably football really different still, but on the track side, when they don't on the bush side, they're patient, you know, man, and do certain, perform and sponsorship still now look your way, you know, because the whole upper year section take up everything. Now look for the small school long so even when you perform.
Yeah.
Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose all hope, man. Till all the athlete them start leave and go to the top school and because the gears or how the looks and all of that, you know. But hey, coach, remember days, you know, man, where 12 200-meter heats are running, you know, and me for the finishing line, I wait for the spikes. If you go start, if you go in a heat 5, you know.
Yeah.
You get me, I say, them days me I have to come back from my school, you know. You get me? So sometimes it is what it is, man. But
people them never still, man. One day. But somebody has said the Mexicans them wear USA jerseys in games. But I don't know about that still, but I don't know. Stadium Cork with the road to France. No, only track and field get love. Yeah, because the people them like winnings. So Mannings, you don't get the credit yet, Mannings. Mannings don't get the credit yet.
Credit run up.
Oh, he can't get no credit right now. That's kind of a long time I try calling, you know. Blake, send him some credit there. Blake say you can't blame the Mexican to make the right choice.
What? The US team are come under fire too, man.
Yeah, man, them are face Berhalter under some pressure, man. The people want to give it to him, man.
And so get under film fire too.
Yeah, and that me I tell people, it's when we as Jamaicans talking about our Jamaican coaches and our Jamaican team. When US was doing well, they beat us too and say, oh, we saw if we get a draw, we complain. If we get a win, we complain. No, they're in a predicament where Berhalter can't do anything good for them. I tell people say sports is a thing that is a result-oriented thing, you know, man. Especially football, you know.
A bias, because even the federation or the committee or whatever, when you guys have beat them as analysts in sports, when you guys have beat the federation or have beat the players, then, bro, you need to just take the good out of what the man them say and try to fix things. You get me? Because when the man them have beat the players them at England, you know, or players them when they used to play with just the same, and when the man them tell us straight, say, hey, them not good enough for the night team.
Good, yeah.
Are the same thing. We are you guys out here saying, you know, and some people feel like say you are disrespect or whatever. It's not. So how when them man they do it and they disrespect. But the thing is, I think what them look on is that to Neville them Reiki, them are legendary sports and them do this and them that. Them have all right, we can talk and you see me other persons like YouTubers like you guys enough come out. But I not say it work. I not say it work.
And who criticize as rigid and rough as the English people there?
Nobody, coach.
Hey, them people with billion, you know, and then them same one just move a leather from under your foot, you know.
Coach, you see, if you're a youngster, if you say for instance, you come from somewhere in Europe, hot talent to come in, you come to England, and you don't have your head for your body, now perform. The media will run it to wreck. The media will end a career, man. You get me? The British media, no, man. None at all. None at all.
Dwight is saying the coach Moran Garden looked like a true fanboy after Argentina match. Georgia girl, big up yourself. I was very disappointed to see so many Jamaicans in Argentina jersey. 5 sat beside me in Argentina cheering for them. Very sad. Yeah, no, that is tasteful.
Boy,
that is tasteful.
But hey, the photographer will catch the jersey that in a Bailey hand still, they don't know, man, you know.
Yeah, I tell you. And you know, Germany, it could be a case that the person just taking a picture of Leon Bailey, you know, but you know, you have some police in a man where zoom in picture and scrutinize.
And that happened probably it's not even a photo, because probably I just defeated the man in pause and
and screenshot. Tell us the man name never be true, man. We not tell him, man. John Paul, big up yourself.
Yo.
But if a man them come out in a jersey still, but me believe the brother I know, because I'm saying friend them go. I mean him and him friend them go, and every man in a Messi jersey or Argentina jersey, and that's not a good look.
I'm gonna put it past them, coach. Without a doubt, it will happen. It will happen.
So the fans in the stands no different from the other persons, whether it be the coach or the or the players.
I mean, but the fans, you can debate and say the fans in the stands don't know better. we are professional on the park, you know. We have a job to do. Technical staff are going to do a job. Players them going to do a job. You get me? So you can't. It's a big difference, man. It's a big difference.
All right, Nitro is saying the English are now complaining about too much foreigners in the EPL. Remind me of their cricket folks cry in the 80s. This time, money talk, so them get. Yeah, and I see the English players, them always expensive, you know, and they hype them up, you know, man. And them something them in the like either, you know. Joel Smith is saying, what go on, coach? A Messi make the stadium full of everybody in a Messi jersey. He looks so. Shadow Star. Real Baller said, whoever made that comment do not understand the dynamics. Chicanos, Mexican-born Americans will cheer for U.S. men's national team. Native Mexican, stay LGO. Okay, Real Baller. Some Teddy Brookshot, big up yourself. Not surprising that Jamaican fans were Argentina kids. But Jamaicans are big fans of Argentina, to be truthful, you know. Big fans. If you do a survey right now, you just see which team you support, and you just say Argentina. At the financial limited report, we did that try break down Teddy Brookshot. But me I tell you that's something I kind of cranky does come and tell you, say, man, them broke here, man. They not the money. They broke like your shot. You understand? As long as the JFF makes at least US 250,000 from the match, you think them, well, a good amount of money that's still, but
the JFF coach, after them buy a certain amount of ticket, right? Or what have you, how it work? Them mark up the tickets, them?
Or they get tickets. I'm not sure what go on, you know. Or they get a certain amount of tickets for issue to their fans. Okay. I don't know if they are something them pay for. Because remember, they are invited guests, you know. So
right.
They probably get a certain amount of allocation to tickets. And they give to who they want to give to and such like.
Okay.
Teddy Rock shots at Matt's class. I keep him a cut. Blake is saying Jamaican fans disappoints me. They could have worn the Arsenal warm-up kit instead. Even that. Why me I tell you, Blake? Hey, that me now wear that jersey that's still enough. Sorry. Me now wear it.
Wait, so
If on a logo, if on a JFF, if on a logo, the Pony Jamaica logo, me not wearing it.
You can't make stand spot your name.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
Yeah, Jesus. Greetings to you and your panelists and your viewers and subscribers.
Yeah, man, greetings.
This is Peter.
Peter, what's up?
Yeah,
You're calling from Florida, right?
Let me ask a question. Georgia.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. Since you guys are way more versed in the football than I am, because I'm kind of older than so my ball game go back to way back. But I don't follow it as much as I would like right now. All I follow is I follow anything Jamaica. So if the girls want to play, I follow it. The Reggae Boyz, people ask me which team I support. I say Reggae Boyz. A man asked me twice. I said, no, man, you don't have no club team. I said, no, I support the Reggae Boyz. So it kind of hurt me to hear your caller earlier that said that Jamaicans in Argentine jersey at the stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even fathom that, okay? And when I listen to these platforms like yourself, I hear people talk about, like the calling I'm talking about the Reggae Boyz, for instance. And them said them, a lot of your callers sometimes them appear on the show with you. And one person in particular, every time I'm referred to Jamaica national team, him said them. And the man is Jamaican. I've never referred to Jamaica national team and said them. I say we.
Yeah.
I say we. And I hear them talk about club team. It's one thing you support a club team, and I get that. All right, like an Arsenal or Man City, etc.
Yeah.
It's one thing you do that, right?
Yeah.
But I don't understand how you can support a team like I don't know. You can wear a jersey and even kind of glorify Argentina. That is why when I want to call the program yesterday, or whichever day you had, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, the day you were talking about how the staff members behave, and to me that's in very poor taste, right? And there is a certain amount of unspoken etiquette that we're supposed to conduct ourselves with. Regardless, it don't have to be a written rule.
Yeah.
Brethren, that is very distasteful. I am embarrassed by it. And I'm going to say something, and I just want people who are listening to understand that this is not the views of the coaches desk. This is my view. The little I know about Argentina and Argentines, and I've lived here in America for years. I've worked with people who have been, who are Argentines. And I have I have Brazilian friends, etc. I don't think them even like black people too much,
Yeah, man, we hear
and
that
so
rhetoric
for us to even support them to the point where Jamaica, I understand if Argentina playing another team, you put on your Argentina jersey because you support them. But it burns me up, brethren, to hear that people going to the stadium who are Jamaican with Argentine jersey. And a lot of the Argentine people probably look at them and laugh and probably even call them some words in even though they must support them team. We need to have a little more national and self-pride. And when we support something, know what we're supporting. All right, coach. And I call in initially. I was going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask a question. No, and maybe Jermaine can chime in. I know of one How many black players ever represent Argentina? Other than Juan Sebastian Veron, just him, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, him alone, and him not that black too, you know. If you're talking
Right,
about skin color.
Yeah, and before me call in, I check the black population in Argentina. It's less than 1%.
Mm-hmm.
And the black population in Brazil, I think outside of Africa, I think Brazil has the most black people amongst the population outside of Africa.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost zero black people in Argentina. And so just even that alone says something. So, the man who like support Argentina, he can support Argentina all along. That's fine with me. But for every sake, man, come on. You don't wear an Argentine jersey to a Jamaican match. Even the Argentine people are laughing at you and ridiculing you and say, oh, and who knows what other names they call you, because they really don't like black people. And the coaching staff is very distasteful. And, we should conduct ourselves with a little more decorum, especially if we're representing this thing on national TV, Virgin. It don't look right. And I don't know if people have different opinions about it. I don't know how people can idolize people because, I'm a little bit older and maybe that's how I feel. Maybe that's why I feel this way.
Mm-hmm.
But Messi's flesh and blood like you and I, and just got blessed with a skill.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And we're all blessed with something. Maybe if you would get the opportunity with Messi, you would be a great footballer. You understand?
Yeah.
But we can't
one of the rhetoric,
people.
one of the rhetorics, Peter, is that it's a one-time sort of a situation. It is a friendly game, so why not arguably the greatest player in the world? Why not take a few pictures and selfies and videos with him? It's not like you're at a competitive game, and that's one of the rhetorics running around, and let the people enjoy themselves because the game finished, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Virgin, I understand that. I understand both sides of the argument. I have a Brazilian neighbor who play ball that is very good friends with Ronaldinho.
Mm-hmm.
And his son and my son, I have a son that's 9 years old, and his son is 1 year younger than my son. His son and my son are playmates. Okay, sometimes my son is over his house, sometimes they come over here. And one Saturday they took my son somewhere, and the next thing I know is a picture with him and Ronaldinho,
Mm-hmm.
And I look at it, I have it on my phone. But and I had the opportunity to meet him, but I never pushed for it because, again, maybe it's me, maybe because I'm an older person. If I would see Usain Bolt on the road, I'd just yell him up and say, "Yo," and maybe that's how we do it in Jamaica. Maybe they'll say, "Yo, you see it? Where I say everything all right?" You know what I mean?
So
I don't understand the idolizing of people, brethren, like Messi, and I don't understand it. A man want. I don't understand coaching staff, players. I idolize another man with him I play against on the field like that. I don't get it. I like I said, maybe I just don't understand it because I'm older, but even when I was young, I was never like that, Virgin. I was never starstruck, and I think it's important. And again, you better off supporting Brazil than supporting Argentina as a black man. Just I tell you that. Just I tell the people who like support Argentina.
I mean, Carla,
yes.
I don't think, and this is just my opinion, I don't think the fans or the Jamaican fans out there really dig deep into the percentage of that we're looking at.
Historical part, right?
Yeah, they like the style of play, they like the footballing style of play that the country is playing and all that, so they buy into the country. We don't. Our heart bleed different, my G. You get me? We don't really, certain things we don't really look into. At the football we love, and the football the fans them love. So if them see a country outside Jamaica where them a play a style of football that they love, they're gonna support that team regardless if if the person is in that country, like our skin color, yes or no. We don't really care about that. Just the football, So, but me understand what you say, though. We definitely understand what you say, but I just that I just the football them like, So that's why them support. Them
Because
support.
somebody.
Jermaine,
Go ahead, Carla. Go ahead.
Jermaine, I understand that, and I agree with you. That's why I say, we have, people have varying opinions. What I cannot wrap my head around is going to a Jamaica game wearing an Argentine jersey. I cannot wrap my head around that. That take it to another level. You understand? A whole nother level. I don't know how you can go to a game that Jamaica is playing wearing an Argentine jersey. I don't care how much you like Argentina or support Argentina, but them playing against your own country. What happened to your national pride, Virgin? Come on, man. And then the caller say it's like about 100 people. It's not one or two people. That is shameful, man. That is shameful. Like when I have the national pride. We have a lot more to be proud of as a nation than Argentina. Argentina only have Messi to be proud of, right? We have Usain Bolt. We have a whole host of things we can be proud of. And yet still we're glorifying another nation while our nation is playing against them. That is what I can't wrap my head around, Jeremy. But everything else that you say about the footballing, that's what the fans support. I get that. But if I was in that stadium, I would end up having an argument with them. I was in a stadium this is way back, when Anandelo was playing and they came to Miami and we were playing against Bolivia in Miami. I was in the stadium, me and my brethren in our Jamaican shirt and everything, and some Jamaicans were there criticizing Lowe because he constantly was getting into it with being called by the referee and that kind of thing. And I turned to one of them and I said, "You ever play the game?" And they said, "No." I said, "Well, you don't understand it. Because you see Anandelo was most targeted when he played, because he was so big, he was so powerful. They would tug on him, they would try to kick him, they would do anything to disrupt him because he was a dangerous player and him big and them couldn't handle it. And so any little reaction, if him even try to push back a man or something, them fall upon the ground and roll over, and the referee quickly give him a yellow card because him big. And and people didn't understand that. Some people just go and them watch the game and they don't understand it. So I end up getting a kind of conversation, maybe not less of an argument with somebody because they never play the game and they don't know what it is to be out there being frustrated by your opponent. And as soon as you're at the referee, want to talk to you. And Jamaica, when you watch Jamaica play, the benefit of the doubt, I don't care who them play, but especially if I'm playing against Mexico, USA, Canada, Jamaica is never given the benefit of the doubt from the referee. We're quick to get the yellow card. We're quick to get the no card, while they are quick to get the card. It's just a fact, And so if I was in that stadium and I see a Jamaican and Argentine jersey, then they would have an argument, Virgil. It's just how strongly I feel about it.
All right.
But yeah, that's my piece.
Yeah, man.
That's my piece, Virgil.
Big up yourself, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, cool.
Respect. Cool.
All right, so Cheetah sharing his views on that. You have varied views panda something here. Varied views. Let me see where Martins gets some credit for call, but he cut off again, so me I go call him back. Martins, you say you get the credit, but you run off again, so me I call him back.
So we're going to camera to change it because say a foreign credit you send it, so we have to convert it to local credit, but it don't work out. It can't really work. Coach, bless up to you and to Jeremy and to the persons in the comment section. Yeah, man. Good show as usual.
Yeah, man.
Brother. Yeah, man, but there's a couple of things I want to say read Peter's call. Number one is that he made some mistakes, man. He said that if you had the skill, that if you're blessed with the skill, you'd have been some great footballer. And you say, yes, man. You should tell him and say, no, man. Tell the man say you can't play football, man. If you did get the skill, man, you wouldn't be doing no football, coach means man. You are gonna say yes, man. You don't feel agree to them thing, them man. Come on,
me have a
man.
skill, man, but if me get the highlight like a Messi get, me not deadlier than Messi, man. What you talk about, my man is, man?
All right,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but I agree. Listen, here's what I agree with, right? So I'm wondering if persons went there in not to support Argentina, but to support Messi. So what they had on is their Messi jersey. While I don't agree with it, because I am not going to go to a game that Jamaica is playing and wear any national. You understand me? National.
Yeah, not a national team
national.
jersey.
There you go. So
Yes.
I don't do that. So I don't buy clothes that have other nation flags and wear. That's just me. That's my personal conviction. So anything that have any other nation flag on it, just for even casual wearing, I don't do it.
But man, it's
that's
me not
just me personally.
me not to like wear nobody else name on the back of my clothes. So guess what? Guess when me I buy them jersey there,
anything
a blank jersey me I buy. If me I put a name on it, a my name me I put.
Yeah, so here's my thing now. There you go, sir. No Messi, none of them name they can be in my jersey. And my name, unless of them give it to me. Any jersey me buy, and my name I go up on it or a name I want use. No man name now go in my jersey when me buy. They must give me that free. All right. So, but the truth is that a lot of the persons who were there, I suspect that you could say, maybe those persons were not born in Jamaica, but they have Jamaican heritage. So they probably don't have the same sense of national pride as persons, because I suspect that if more persons from Jamaica left, they probably would wear. Because we saw people who had on Jamaican jersey. A lot of the persons who I saw are persons who are like Jamaican born, and when they talk about Jamaica. So sometimes the people who probably, I don't know, I'm assuming that could be a case where a lot of them are more the persons who never really grew up or lived in Jamaica. And so it's a little bit different for them. They see themselves as more like, I would say, global citizens more per se. But I would not personally do it. But it could also be that the persons who went to the game, they rate Messi so much, because maybe Peter in his time, if he got the chance to watch Pele and he had a Pele jersey, he'd probably wear it. All right? Because it is Pele, and he probably likes Brazil more than he likes Argentina, and he likes, I don't know. Right? It could be preference as well. Maybe if it was Brazil, the sentiments would be different. But I do agree that, listen, if your national team is playing, even in a friendly game, you cannot go to support your national team and wear the opponent jersey.
That's a gross
if you wear the
disrespect.
opponent jersey, yeah, if you're wearing the opponent jersey, then I have an issue with that. Yeah, I have an issue with that. No, if say Jamaica playing Canada and you want to wear an Arsenal jersey, that's fine. And if or you want to wear a Bayern Munich jersey, you can wear any jersey, but when you come on to support in the national team, you have to wear your national colors. That may agree with. But coach, it's a bigger conversation, because this whole thing about national pride and them thing there. Me ask some big Jamaican who live in Jamaica, national pledge last week, and them don't do it. So this sense of national pride, it not really, I don't know if it is dying out or it's not
extinct
there.
right now.
You believe me? I don't know. Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Because a lot of people don't know the national pledge and the national song. I don't know if all the schools still do those things. So you kind of sense like, and this is where I agree with Peter, there's this sense of nationalism is not there anymore. And some of the people who sometimes even talk, I'm not saying Peter, but there are others, they really not have nothing to do with Jamaica. So to them, Jamaica is just a place for them connected to. You understand me? But I don't know. I just see a youth who is born in the States, but his mother and his father are Jamaican, him a 15-year-old, and he go to the game. I can understand him wearing a Messi jersey. Because him not grew up come here about no Jamaica. All I'm now watch none of them, him not see none of them. So when he goes to the game, him know Jamaica playing and his parents come from Jamaica, but a Messi him grew up loving. So when that youth wears, because him have dual citizenship, he may tell us say, well, me's an American too, so me can wear my American jersey.
Yeah, for real.
You understand me, coach? So all right, so Jermaine, for example, Jermaine, let's use Rob Smith. Rob Smith is in the States. If America playing Jamaica, Rob probably wear a Jamaican jersey because he has a connection. And next person, may not wear the Jamaican jersey, may wear the American jersey because, like I said, his connection to Jamaica is that his mother and father are from Jamaica. He don't feel a sense of Jamaicanness. He feel more American than Jamaica. And maybe that is it still. But I personally don't wear any other sort of. So me not buy no Brazil jersey. Me not buy no Germany jersey. Me not wear no France jersey, a Jamaica jersey. When the World Cup come around, yeah, I love Brazil win it or one of the African team. You understand me? But I am not going to wear any of those jerseys. When me I do any show, a Jamaica jersey me I wear or some other jersey. I am not wearing any other national. That's just me. Yeah. So that is what I wanted to add to that. But and with the youth still without when apparently all the Jamaican players got some jersey or something. So it look like them run out on him.
Yeah. And then them not tell him say no more jersey no leave still
Yeah, but I don't think because that is actually behind the scene, coach.
I wonder how it come out.
That.
So that me said the other night, Mannings. It is a situation where if the coaching staff did not go forget jersey, forget them jersey sign and get autograph and pictures, people would have still video it and send it out like a youth one doing a dressing room and it still gets sent out.
And them still do it. Yeah.
So Jamaicans
but I understand what everybody's saying about I don't think the youth one should be how people deal with it. I don't agree because it was done behind the scenes. No, you understand me?
Exactly.
Somebody try to expose them. And I say, look on them all Jamaican. And some of the same people them would do that if they had the opportunity, maybe them same one would try and get the jersey. Because listen, I may not do that, And me always say this, I've said this on this program. Usain Bolt walk past Jamaican every day, Shelly and Fraser walk past them every day. You see anybody around on Shelly and Fraser about take autograph. My thing is that we don't celebrate our own in the same way. Because
and she had the goat.
Yes.
So the goat, we have the goat at Jamaica, we are running down the goat over so. And it's a male
Usain
goat.
Bolt is the fastest human being over the 100 and 200 meters in the history of track and field. And if Usain Bolt turn up right now, ain't nobody running down Usain Bolt for sign thing. Jamaican who say, oh, what my for Bolt? There's a man. You must say, I want to Bolt. And then boy, they come from Trelawney.
But Mannings, let me plug this, Mannings. That's the argument for true because it is said that Jamaicans have an unwritten rule where them not run up in our people. They're not run down people. So that is one of the arguments they use to say, how comes Jamaican run down people and the members of the delegation are run down Messi forget jersey, sign and all of them things there. But yet still in Jamaica, we run down people.
Them the run down certain
people, exactly.
Yeah, I tell you that. A certain people that run down coach. It means in Jamaica, a certain people. Christopher Henry Gale has somebody, top T20. Nobody not run down Christopher Henry Gale for anything, bro. That is just how we are as a people. We don't celebrate our own, and that is the problem I have. The same man we are run go to Messi. Yes.
But you think it's I'm playing the devil's advocate now. You think it's because we get so used to our own. Like we see Usain Bolt, we can see him a couple of times, we can see Shelly a couple of times, but the man might get a once in a lifetime opportunity to see Messi.
Bridget, so there are some people that listen, I will say, Jermaine, there are many people who have never gone 5 feet in terms of where Bolt is. Them see him on TV. And you know that, coach, there are many Jamaicans who have not shook like Bolton. I mean, I tell you, if Bolt turn up in a KFC right now, all the people, them, listen, if Messi turn up in our restaurant in Argentina, brother, a problem. You see, Usain Bolt turn up in a KFC, they not want to serve him. Hey, Bolt, you go turn up in a line. You think you're more than a winner this?
No,
No,
it's
it's
a
get
space
everybody
at
else.
all.
Yeah,
They not give up them space.
Nah, get
Right,
yeah, you don't do it.
no it's him get.
I
Oh yeah,
said
man.
that's really a run.
They probably treat him worse.
Yeah.
I said really
Yeah,
a
you
run.
mean they probably treat him worse.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
they
man,
say me
brother,
I
man.
run down Shelly. Oh, me if you run down Shelly. Who know so Shelly fast?
Coach, don't run
You
her
can't
down,
run
walk her
down
down
Shelly, man.
briskly.
I want to go out. What you say, burp? Or burp?
Yeah. We're not gonna do this tonight. Brother.
What you say?
Boy, me personally, I feel like how them approach it, run down on the man and swarm the man and put camera in the man and yeah, represent we. To me, that's some groupie thing, brother. That's some straight up groupie thing. Me not entertainment, me see how female flack artists run down on the same way, so. You see them retreat back to run on one part, get couple picture, sign up them thing. If a man want video it and send it to us like, watch them money, you not yet get you never out on the field or do it. You they run on one part where and everybody I gonna see it. So if a one man video it, I just saw.
So let me ask you this, burp. If you do it outside of the camera view and you do it now and you get catching at the camera view, is it different?
Yes, it's different. You know why? Because you see when them run up on the field and swarm the man, remember you know cameras in like TV station and the streaming and them something there, they are there.
All right, what if the camera never put it on screen? What if the camera, them do it around the field and the camera never put it on screen? I don't hear about it. Would you have the same argument?
Yeah. But I have the same argument because yeah, they out in the public, everybody in the stadium can see that plus more. So yeah, small up our thing. But say we name Jamaica and we run boy in a coach. But say we are the fastest man
But
boy.
no, all right, coach.
Yeah, man.
Listen, here's the message. Nothing is wrong if all the players went behind in the changing room and tried to get. That is I don't have a problem with that. I do not agree with the coaches doing it because the coach Shamir Hal Grimison wasn't there. So obviously, the coaches should not have done that. All right, but here's the thing. At the end of the day, Messi is a global superstar. This is not like these guys are running down like Christian Pulisic or this is Messi. There is a difference, and I think that comes with its own thing. It's just like let me tell this a lot. When Pele came to Jamaica, people need to go back and see how the population responded at that time.
And because them never have camera so and them thing then at them time they make it no.
Yeah, man, it's no different when Pele came to Jamaica, brother. So all the people who are talking now, remember, go back to when Pele came to Jamaica. That is what I'd love for them to do. It's no different than what happened here.
No, but money.
It's just because we never have camera, we take selfie and all of them things.
Right.
The man have to escort, the man have to get escort and them things there, brother.
But Mannings, I see him thing happen. When Argentina play Honduras,
No, you know when time Jamaica play Pele play the friendly game. You think of the Jamaican team, the man them there celebrate? Pele, they So people forget that there are certain people who have that clout.
Bigger clout
but
than
I
others.
agree with I agree with Rob that your coaching stuff, those things must be done in some little private behind the scene. So like the fact that some of the video they use still, it shouldn't be a big deal. Somebody take, so no matter where it is done, Lee and Bailey take a jersey, it caught. Right? So people are going to video everything when they're there on Messi. You can imagine how Messi they give all the money in boots, man.
That make headline.
You know that, Coach Minzy? I understand that Usain Bolt give away a lot of things when he go to certain events. All right? But let me tell you something. You see when him do the big events, him like the Olympics and him win, people, the camera focus on him spikes when him take it off. Them want to see if him go through him jersey. Why? Because you see the person who get recognized, brother. It don't happen for certain athlete. But when Usain Bolt, when Usain Bolt was at his peak, when he finished running, the event finished.
But look, Mannings, one time the car did hit over Usain Bolt, you know. That was a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
That was a big deal. That photo the rounds, that video they made the rounds for weeks, you know, man. So once
I remember when he was in the blocks and there was a little young lady that was his gears, he was giving her something.
Yeah, and ding her
something
yeah.
Yeah. It become global.
Yeah, man.
Because it is Usain Bolt. And them think they value Wally, brother. Them think they value Wally. Somebody who take that picture now with the girl and give it to her 20 years from now, them audition them thing there with Usain Bolt, a billions.
Yeah, man, I work for money for them, man. A man will get Messi shirt in a match. Next 10 years, he can make a world of money for that. He can't stop
true.
work.
That's very true.
Who that? Bailey?
I don't know if I Bailey. I work for Messi jersey did that, you know. I don't know if I Bailey.
But that is what I say too. But I understand what Bruper saying, you know, the man enough to do it outside in the public. And the people them go to game, man. It's embarrassing for you go there and you're Jamaican and you're short for Argentina. But couldn't stay around them. I couldn't do that.
Mannings, man, watch this. You know, I always notice. Alright, you say you go buy a ticket for a Gold Cup match. Them issue the ticket them at a random seat and whatever. But I always notice this, bro. If we play Costa Rica, Honduras, you name it, for them people mostly behind the goal, for them goal.
Always, yeah.
Always, you know. Watch this now. Our fans, them, our people, a mix round with them in a for them section. Like, what you do over this, sir?
No.
If
a Jamaica the match up here, me can't tell you why. Bro, if you have 40 man come from on it, yeah, and 40 man come from Tivoli, and say 40 man come from back to one of them place there. You know. Everybody have done different place, papi.
No, no, man, me no mean that. Me no mean that way, brother. Me know the trips, but me no mean that.
No, but we just tell you it's a reality.
No, we are talking about overseas. We are talking about overseas, man.
Oh.
No, but in that case, at the same time, they ask coach, because I would want to know how it works. Because, say for instance, you see how JFF they post it on the Instagram, so you can link it and then buy the ticket. Me would have think say all of them ticket they isolated in a one section. So if you buy, automatically the whole section there gonna be a Jamaican section, you know. So you're not gonna know if you buy from the JFF and say, all right,
coach. No, hey, listen, you guys are talking the ideal world. Listen, coach, more than one time I see all right, I'll give you this. I see Mount. All right, I'm gonna use Mount Pleasant. Because I have with Jamaica football to get shirts in yellow to be in a particular place. Brother, I tell you how Jamaican say, wow, brother, you can't see me dress up and come on me and put on me expensive this and you come tell me to come wearing a shirt. If you give me the shirt, you give me the shirt and put them in my pocket.
Yeah.
Jamaica, we're very
we're proud.
We anti thing there, brother, you know. We love to oppose enough for no reason. I'm gonna tell you this again. You see, if you are a celebrity and y'all walk in a certain establishment in Jamaica, the staff treat you worse, you know. Because they want you to know, and you run yourself.
We run both, yeah, not you.
You have celebrity, you have a conform to your rules.
You have no special treatment.
So watch this now. You know, we have the little thing about us. So watch this. Mount Pleasant give we all 1,000 a shirt at them game. And nobody now put them on, brother. Them now wear them come match. Because people feel like in Jamaica, when them dress up or wear, them know why you wear. Them know them put cheap thing here. And I just a game them a go. I think that is part of the culture that needs to change. Like what rapper said, when we go to the match, all the Jamaicans, if you don't have yellow, you can't sit behind the goal. you can't sit in certain. You have to have a certain color, just like how we have it. What KC do when them go champ? All of the KC people them in a one year,
yeah,
them purple. All of the color them in a one era. So it can't. It happen at the schoolboy level.
No man, all the people when support Casey and Calabar are going a year. And they school there, you know.
But you know what is funny? You know, so if me a principal and me see one of my students there, all right, while my school they are champs, I support a next school. Me don't know if I could be a principal Monday morning.
Why you don't quit?
You have support. No, well, we don't know if the child will go still stay at the school.
Somebody got to go. Is it that me or him?
Somebody got to go.
Yeah, man, but yeah, that's my 2 cents.
But man, before you
we need to
know,
change the culture.
When
we need to develop a fun culture.
Me as a person who represent on the media side, we're not supposed to take the picture of nobody and post it up. So my little last days of posting picture done.
Done. There you go, sir.
Cause we don't want to see as a group, you know. Cause them say when they are beat, a cranky said last time when we beat them, we have little sentiments a whole back because we take a picture of the man and
picture with
a girl.
There you go, sir. There.
But me I take something out tight, man. Me I take something out tight. Anyway,
well, them say me I go on stage.
Yeah, man, on stage they say GPS too small.
Right now, right here on stage. On stage is brought to you by.
Hey, you see one a real ball and Rob Smith, I think they're easy.
I'll be a problem Rob Smith give what? I'll be a problem Rob Smith give.
Anyways.
Yeah, but we have to change the fan culture, man. We really have to change the fan culture. I think we don't support the team the way we ought to. You understand me? So that has to change. But at the same time, you know, that will come with people with the result. If the result change, the fans will change. But when that happen, yeah. You know, Jamaicans like you know go Jamaican match and hear nice watch JPL game, how them's quiet. The TV station them have to use background sound with JPL game them, brother.
All the time I hear them
so that when they broadcast on
ball.
Or a goal score.
Like a ball pass and them everybody shout
out ball.
So where's the schoolboy football league then?
Yeah.
What?
Schoolboy football.
No.
That are the pinnacle of Jamaican football, no, brother.
Hey, listen, Coach Minzy, but schoolboy football, you know, let me tell you now again, you see the schoolboy football thing where we are talking about, it is limited to only a few schools. There's over 100 and odd schools, and around 10 of them do that. Listen, let me tell you this. When you go watch schoolboy football, everybody watch and sit down. No, but you know, me understand how the school them have cadet. And you know, have the cadet play a drum right through the game when the school are playing.
Me got derby match today still in hot, you know.
Huh?
Me got derby match today and hot, man.
Coach, England you come from?
You
say got derby. You say
got derby match. So you don't know the derby match in a Jamaica too. You don't know about football then.
Oh, that's the Dintil who play.
Coach, I'm not watch schoolboy football. I don't know.
Dintil win again. Oh.
Yeah, but
but only certain school. Coach, you understand me? Only certain school them thing they happen. Yeah, but me I say that every school that have the cadet and the thing, the school them supposed to bring out them cheerleaders and them thing there. The football club in Jamaica, man got a man listen. Hey, one thing I must give English football is that right throughout them Premier League game, you hear nice in the stadium and song. You tell me one song you ever hear making a Jamaica football in the Premier League. I want somebody tell me that.
When everybody say bad word in a unison.
Any player? Tell me a club that have a song.
But man, that's why I tell you a long time from day one, you know. Jamaicans no love football.
We love the idea of football.
We
But
don't
like
love
sport.
football. I'm gonna leave it there. So we don't love football.
I mean, I agree. We not love it the way. You understand me?
We definitely need to develop
Me
a
not,
fun
I
culture
don't think.
here.
Yeah, me
It's
see.
not
What
say
the team name Portland.
it's not say we need to change the culture because we have some things in the culture where unique to us, but we need to develop a fun culture of itself. We don't have that. When we got a match, we just stand up and go watch a ball game. As that we do.
No vibes, no fans from one side. I
Yeah.
provoke the other side. I provoke a team and all of them. So
Exactly.
Yo,
Exactly.
Coach Minzy, me said Jamaica anti things. You see, one of them start it, them go fight against it. All right, watch this. Next time you go champs on them thing, make the Mexican wave start on a Calabar side and see what when you reach a KC
no,
side.
it done. It had done before you reach it.
Yeah, bad.
It done before you reach on the money.
I tell you, as for Jamaican have them thing there. When Portland Timbers are playing, them have a brother there, them man keep cutting pine. Right, like throughout the game with them thing they saw.
All right,
The,
hold
the,
on.
the big power saw them.
Man, when last you see Reggae Cat?
No man, Reggae Cat, they had the game them at Jamaica man, cause all the day the girls game.
Yeah,
A
man.
tiger name man, kind of Reggae Cat man, they can't call him one cat buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah, man, me did it.
We
Can
show
we
you
see
how
the
me
monies?
no know it name. We show you how me no know it name, brother. Who have them thing there, puppy show thing, clown thing, mascot thing. What kind of song big brother tapping nice no man and watch the ball games a chat at so we look on it. That's all. Alright.
Yeah man, and tell him to come out, and tell him to come out of the way.
Brother, you don't see a green on TV. Come out there. You see me I say? Look on this. The league has start back shortly, see? We don't really have derby matches like that. Like how you have Man City, Man U. I have London derby, all I saw them from London and so forth. But watch this now. Them a try do a thing. When since Arnett Garden and Waterhouse become direct head-to-head rival. I don't know of that. A two rival Arnett have. Boys Town, Tivoli. So how you gonna put one side from where on one part to be them opening classical game or whatever they might call it. That makes no sense.
Because it don't make no sense because I know something in our country where people really go for. So then we just do it that way there because I know something where people them go for. They say I call Reggae Cat.
Yo, I don't know the brother there. I don't know it name. This was a song from a feline. Wanna crucify me, I think.
Call Tiger, Reggae Cat. That doesn't sound good. But it is a bad cat, you can't call it big boy Reggae Cat.
No.
Anyways, we are gonna put a lid on it. Big up to the man them, big up to Burp. Oh, your name pronounce? Brrr. Me not tell them for a long time, so burp, man. And the man, them a tell me, so burp. Burp, I want your belch of gas.
Yeah, gas them have, man. Some minty.
Anyways, big up to Mannings, big up to Cranky, big up to all Peter and all the callers them are calling today. Big up to persons in the comment section. Big up to everybody. Thanks very much for tuning in. Jeremy, and big up yourself, same way. Boy, Mannings, we go through the financial report and at the end of the day, Cranky sum it up and say, boy, them not the money. Them broke.
First, the coach, when me see it, the first thing I said to myself is that it don't even make no sense you talk about this. Because this is to me, it is just, all right, see, I've been asking for this, now you get it. Nothing else. Because there's nothing there that gives me any clear understanding or anything except there's no money.
But it has, yeah. That's your understanding in a nutshell because it has to be written in the language or the accounting language. In them can't put it out unless somebody would have summarized the entire document and say whatever. So
yeah, and you don't see anything that you can say, okay, whoa, we didn't know that this was the kind of expense where this is concerned, or this is nothing. So it is very accounting kind of written, so that nothing is said, though information is presented.
Yeah.
It's just like a person doing a big speech, but then don't want to tell people nothing, but they have to speak.
And
So they use a lot of
big word.
jargons and
Yeah,
big
yeah,
words,
yeah.
and then they say, "Wow, excellent," but there's no substance. So there's really no substance to it.
Brother,
Because you don't walk away from there and say, "Okay, in this we kind of see how much money is being spent on salaries."
Yeah. You know, see that's what you
Where this particular era is concerned.
So it's limited to certain aspects.
Yeah. So an accountant did it. All right, they want to do something, so them conceal everything when them need to. But it is enough information so you can say, well, we did something.
Yeah.
You can't say, you never see.
Exactly. Even the match report, them, I never think those are comprehensive reports. But
there you go.
it is
So you can't say we never given her anything. Yeah, man.
Coach Manningsman, all thing I can say is I could start a GoFundMe for them.
No, so I don't know go for
Help them broke out of brokenness. We're gonna have the 1-800 line.
At them for start that, man.
It's like like back in the day where we used to have 25 cents a day can only feed this child down Africa. We need to start that for them. God no, they never ball about money. Tired of them.
Alright, so
Coach, yeah, man, but bless up, man, and everybody.
Man. Thanks again, everybody. Big up yourself. Until next time, stay safe. Peace.
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.